Hi, this is Matt Scherer. A lot of people know me as a LinkedIn Lighthouse Keeper. I want to talk today about how to build a group of quality LinkedIn connections, but I also want to share today how to communicate your purpose and expertise when you write that connection note. When you connect with somebody, you have to understand, first of all, that LinkedIn only allows 300 characters. And you can do a lot with that, but you have to be on point and you have to have a little bit of purpose and a little bit of tie back within those 300 characters. I'm going to show you a couple examples of how to do it right and how not to do it in just a second. Having worked with 10,000 people, give or take, I have talked to a lot of them about quality connection notes. And of course, the first two are really obvious, but the third one, to help others when possible, that's one that's often underestimated. To me, that one is just as important as the first two that I've shown here in this slide. Let me ask you this question. If you were someone like my friend John Hancock, and you got a note like this, would you want to connect with that person? So before you even connect with someone, I want to encourage you, in fact, I highly encourage you to do a little research. Let me show you how to do that. So the first thing that anyone should ever do is look at that person's profile. I'm taking my good friend John Hancock's profile and I'm showing one real obvious clue right there in his profile. And here's a second clue about what John does, because he just posted information about the 118th Army Navy game. So remember the note I just showed you a couple of slides ago? Let's look at that and then compare it to this second better attempt to connect with John. Notice how in the second example there's a purpose and there's also a tie back to the research. For example, this person went to the University of Virginia, which is a big rival with Maryland, and he is using just a little bit of humor to inform John that he has looked at his profile and recognized that he's a University of Maryland graduate. And here is a second way to use that research. Notice that I put the involvement of John in the Army-Navy game as part of the connection. Let's talk a little bit about what you should do next when someone connects with you, because just connecting with someone is the start of building a strong LinkedIn connection. One of the most important things that you should do is to set a 2-day time limit on responding to someone. You don't want to respond to a connection request right away, but you want to wait at least 1, if not 2 days before responding. You don't want to be overly enthusiastic in your response. On that second connection note, it's important that you define your purpose and your reason for connecting with that person. Okay, here's a good example of a second follow-up note. Notice that in this case, Andre defines his purpose and his reason for connecting with John. Notice too that Andre also asked if we could set up a short phone call to discuss it. I'd like to conclude this short little presentation with 3 final thoughts. Number 1, research, research, research. 2, wait at least 2 days. 3, suggest a way to follow up or to be a help to the other person. Before I close this presentation, I want to talk a little bit about my work with the Military Transition Roundtable. I'm a co-founder of this organization. It's a nonprofit designed to help military professionals in transition make a successful career transition from military service. If you'd like to know more, the website is listed below. I'm also taking an active role in the upcoming 2021 MOA Texas Transition Road Tour. Again, if you follow me on LinkedIn or if you'd like to know more information, please contact me. I'd be happy to share with you our tour dates and information about our programs. And of course, I welcome connection requests. And if you're a current connection, I welcome your input. Please send me a message at this address.